Samantha. So today I'm coming to you with my summer book haul, and I already hauled some books in June, but I haven't done my haul for July, August, or I do have some books from September, which I'm going to go ahead and include in this haul, just because I also need to announce the fact that I'm going on a book buying ban. I'm terrible at sticking to my book buying bans, so I feel like if I announce it, then you guys will help me stick to it. Please, I need your help. One, I have a lot of books that I haven't read, so it's kind of like crushing me, the weight of having these unread books on my shelves. And then also I'm going to university and I cannot afford to buy books. Like, it's going out of style. I think it's about time I go on a book buying ban. So I will say that I am actually getting another book later on in September because I'm going to a book signing. And the ticket for this actually included the price of the book, and you had to buy the book in order to go to the event. So I have already bought the book, so I will be getting it later on in September. But apart from that, the only books I'll be buying are ones that I have to get for university, and obviously I'll be buying textbooks. I'm not counting that within the book buying ban because that is necessary for my course. But apart from that, I will not be buying any more books. I think that's enough talking before I get into the haul, that I'm just gonna do it, because otherwise we're gonna be here for a long time. So before I actually get into books, I have a few non-bookish things which are like similar-ish. So the first thing is this journal. This is the journal that I'm currently using, but this is just one that I got from WH Smith. It was $5.99, which is super cheap. So if you live in the UK and you're into journaling and you're like, where should I get my next one? Definitely go to Smith's. They had some great journals in there. Like, it took me a solid 15 minutes to choose which one I wanted because there were so many great ones. But I settled for this one in the end. I just love the pattern, and this is like my favorite color. I really like this one. I'm totally gonna destroy it because I'm already like sort of destroying it, but it's fine. Next thing I have is this planner. I've always used a planner for school to write down my homework and stuff. Normally I get to a point where I stop using it and then I just get behind on all my homework, but I feel like I actually need to be properly organized in uni. So I got this one. It's pretty thin, but it was super cheap. It was like £3 something on Amazon, and it's just got this like weekly view, so I can like put down all my assignments, and then on the weekends I could put down my plans, or you know, I could maybe put down like how I'm gonna manage my time, which I mean, I'm probably gonna just spend all of the time drinking, but who knows. I really love this pattern. I just think it's cute, and it's really little, so it's not gonna weigh me down when I'm walking around to classes. I got this so I could try and plan my life a little bit. The next thing I have actually goes along with the first book that I have, and that is some swag. I don't know why I said it like that, but basically the first book I have is the one that I bought in July, because I only bought one book in July, and that was Because You Love to Hate Me by a bunch of authors, but edited by Anne-Marie. And there was some pre-order swag, so it came with this little notepad. It also came with this pencil, and this, if you don't know, is a collection of 13 short stories about villains written by a bunch of these authors, and they were paired up with a booktuber who gave them like a writing prompt, and I'm really enjoying it. I've only got 2 stories left, but it also came with a signed book plate, and it was signed by Anne-Marie. That's the first one, and this is obviously the British paperback edition. So basically the problem with August was that I started off pretty badly. On like August 4th or something like that, I went book shopping with my friend Becca, and we went to Waterstones and I bought 3 books. I don't tend to buy 3 books in one day, so that was a bit much. And then I bought 2 more books later on that day on Amazon, so I bought 5 books in one day, and I went downhill from there. The first book I bought when Becca and I went to Waterstones was To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I wasn't gonna get this, and then I saw it and I was like, I've been meaning to read it for so long, so I just picked it up. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. And Becca was like, yeah, that book sounds so cute, you should get it, they're turning it into a movie, definitely get it. So I got it, and I've already read it. I talked about it in my August wrap up, so if you're interested in my thoughts, I will link that down below so you can go and check it out. If you don't know what this book is about a girl called Laura Jean, and she writes these love letters to these people who she used to have crushes on but no longer has crushes on them. It's like her way of getting over them, and so she writes these letters, she addresses them, she puts them in a box and leaves them, and then one day they all get sent out. It's about everything that ensues after that, and it's just so cute and fun and lighthearted. And also the best thing about this is that it's not set in summer, so you can read this like during the school time and still have that fun contemporary feeling without it being summery, because I feel like so many contemporaries are super summery and you're just like, ugh, I don't want a summer contemporary, I want something that I can read all the time. The next book that I have was one that I also got in Waterstones because they have a buy one get one half price deal that's always going on, and this was in there, and I've been meaning to read this for so long, and that is Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. My friend Becca, who I went shopping with, loves this book, and she was like, Samantha, you have to read it, and everyone loves this book, and the guy in Waterstones was like, yeah, that book is great, you need to get it. And I really love this paperback cover, so I was like, I'm gonna get it. I actually really enjoy historical fiction. I just never reach for it, and I don't really know why, because I really enjoy it every time I read it. I will be reading this in September because because my September TBR job challenge was to read a historical fiction book, and I know that Becca will be on my case about it forever until I read it, so I'm gonna read it. The next book that I have is actually also a historical fiction, and this was the one that I also got in the buy one get one half price deal, and that is The Girls by Emma Cline. I've just heard that this book is great. I read 2 pages and I was like super hooked, but then I came home and then I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be scary and then I won't be able to sleep, and I had work to go to. But now that I don't work anymore, I should read this. I'm not entirely sure what this book's about. I just know that it features the Manson murders and it's set in the 60s. It's supposed to be great. I'm really excited to read it. I've seen it everywhere and it's about time I actually get to it. The next book that I got is one that Becca recommended to me, and that is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I bought this one used from Amazon, so it was super cheap, and I'm not entirely sure what this book is about, but I'm quite sure that there's like a murder because Becca made me read the prologue when we were in Waterstones and they were talking about a body, and I'm pretty sure that this group of people killed someone, and I'm excited to see how the rest of the story goes. Now, the final book that I bought on that day was one that I had had my eye on for so long because like everyone was getting it when these books were first coming out, and then I was like, I need it, and I really want the other editions too, but I only got this edition because this is my house. But of course I had to get one of the Harry Potter 20th anniversary editions. I got the Slytherin edition because I am a Slytherin. I just love this one so much with the green and the I love it so much. I really want to get the Ravenclaw one as well because I would personally call myself a Slytherclaw. I really strongly identify with the Ravenclaw house, but unfortunately Pottermore just has different plans for me and put me in Slytherin 4 times. Apparently I'm a Slytherin, but I feel like a Ravenclaw, but I bought the Slytherin edition anyway because I'm happy to be in Slytherin. Like, it's fine. I've accepted my fate. The next 2 books I actually won in a giveaway, which I forgot that I had entered. So I already own both these books, but I will be rehoming them to my friend Yasmin. But I already hauled these books earlier this year, and that is The Sun Is Also a Star and Everything Everything, both by Nicola Yoon. I entered to win this giveaway on the Penguin platform, and they're both signed books as well. So I entered to win this giveaway, and then I completely forgot because they had quite a long entry period. So I completely forgot and then went ahead and bought this book. I already owned this one, but I hadn't bought this one yet. So then I went and bought this one, and then I won, and I was like, oh no, I already own both these. But I was like, I'm not going to turn them down because I love having signed books. So I did actually get these ones, but I will be, as I said, rehoming my other ones to my friend Yasmin. So thank you so much to Penguin Platform for giving me these books. On the day that I got my exam results, my brother and I went shopping, and my brother really wanted to go into HMV to get some headphones, and I did not know this, but HMV sells books, and they sell books on the cheap. They were 2 for £5, so of course I bought 4 books. So I originally, like, I saw them and I didn't think I was gonna get anything, but then I saw that they had these George Orwell books in these really nice editions, which I love, and I was like, I just have to get them. I've never actually read an Orwell book, but I've been meaning to for the longest time, so I just picked up Animal Farm, 1984, obviously, and Down and Out in Paris and London. I just really like these editions, and they were super cheap. As I said, those books were 2 for £5, so I had to get 4 books, and I saw that they had The Martian by Andy Weir. If you've been watching my channel since June, you will have seen that I loved this book. I read it back in June. I didn't actually own a copy because I listened to it on Audible, but I saw it and I was like, I have to get it because I love it so much. Those were the 4 books that I got from HMV, so if you have an HMV near you, go check it out because they sell books. The next 2 books that I got in August, I got because I had already read the first book and really loved it, and then I was like, I have to read the next 2 books, and that was P.S. I Still Love You and Always and Forever, Lara Jean. This is the sequel and the 3rd book in the To All the Boys I've Loved Before series, so I of course had to get them so I could finish off the series. So the last book that I bought in August was one that I got when I was on holiday with my mom, and we were in this like seaside town and they had a fair going on and we're selling some books super cheap, and I saw this book, which is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. This book is set in Barcelona, and I've heard great things about this book, and I really wanted to get this because of its setting in Barcelona because I want to do my year abroad in Barcelona, but I've heard amazing things about this book and it's set in Barcelona, so I was like, I'm just gonna get it. I have no idea what it's about, but I'd heard great things, so I got it because that's how I roll. I'm terrible. Now we're on to the 2 books I got in September. Both of these books were pre-orders. I am super excited about both of them. The first book is, of course, Tower of Dawn by Sarah J Maas. I'm conflicted about this one because I don't love Kale as much anymore. If you don't know, this is the 6th installment in the Throne of Glass series. This was supposed to be just like a novella on the side about Kale, but it turned into a freaking huge book. This book is massive. It is over 600 pages. I'm kind of Sarah J Maas trash, so it's fine. Like, I will read it. The final book that I bought was They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This is one of my most anticipated reads of the year. I have loved everything I've read by him, and I met him earlier this year. He is the sweetest. He was talking about this book and it just made me so excited. I love this British edition. It's so shiny and like this spine is beautiful. If you don't know, I love blue. Blue is my favorite color. So everything blue, I'm like, it's beautiful. I love it. Loving the blue spine. If you don't know what this book is about, this book is about 2 characters called Rufus and Mateo. They live in this world where on the day you're gonna die, you get like a message saying, hey, you're gonna die today. It doesn't tell you when you're gonna die, it doesn't tell you how you're gonna die, but just that you're going to die on that day. So these 2 characters because Rufus and Mateo meet using this app called the Last Friend app, and they're trying to like live their life to the fullest all in this day before they die, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna cry. We'll see. I am so excited to read it. So these were all of the books that I bought in the summer. It is a lot. Please share some of the books that you bought this summer down below. I'd love to know. If you've read any of the books I talked about, please let me know your thoughts, but without spoilers if I haven't read it. That's going to off today's video, so I hope you liked it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below. If you want to be notified whenever I post a new video, feel free to go and click that bell icon to turn the notifications on, and then you'll get a little notification every time I upload, and it makes your life so much easier. That is all. I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye!